Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. Okay, let me show you more peas. I'm really excited about this tall pea because I think I might actually get a significant amount of peas from this one. I bought this from Seed Savers. It is a English climbing pea. So if you're in Southern California having a hard time with peas, maybe the short peas aren't the best for us because this pea is very vigorous and I really like the flowers on it, you know. And I love the peas. Okay, I've been eating peas off my these little mini pea plants have been my snacks while I'm in the garden. And right next to them looks like I've got some muscari. That green right there is the muscari coming up. That was my saffron that bloomed already. I did a video on the saffron blooming. And my hyacinths are coming up. I use my hyacinths as a foil because my squirrel doesn't like to dig through hyacinth, doesn't like to touch it. So if I put hyacinth and I put daffodils on the surface, she won't even dig down and get the tulip bulb. She's like, oh no, it's not worth that. Same with garlic. Oh, you see my surprise. Look at that. This is a hyacinth. The first hyacinth to bloom for me is this beautiful yellow hyacinth, and it smells absolutely delicious. It's not nearly as strong as the paper white, so in this cool weather, let me put my hand by it, but I love this butter yellow color. It's so beautiful. I want more of these. This was in a set called the Pastels. So it's got all these different pastels, and this is the first one to bloom. Like I said, my space is so full of microclimates. So these are much further along, but like this one has this big old flower, but I don't see any petals hardly. These on the others have these huge petals, and the flower hasn't come up yet. But I'm not complaining. Oh, I've never had butter yellow hyacinths, so I got this set that has all these different pastels so I could try them out. And now I'm like sold on this pastel. Those are my herbs, I think. One of those may very well be a ranunculus. We will find out. But I know others are herbs, and some are, yeah, that's salad burnet over there. That's for salads. And of course I have my wonderful, this is actually wheat. I use wheat like other people use ornamental grasses. Wheat's ornamental enough for me. Okay? So that's what I got going. I'll go and show you the ones in the front yard too, where they are. We're getting along. Oh no, let me show you my alliums are coming up too. My ornamentals, I'll show you. Okay guys, first tour of the alliums, the ones I can pick out. These are ornamental alliums. And there's another ornamental allium. And I'll take you back here. These have a beautiful blue color, and those are ornamental alliums. And there's an ornamental there. I do have garlic growing over here, but as you can see, the garlic is a much smaller leaf than the ornamentals. And the ornamentals have a little teeny tiny bulb. Yeah. So over here I have them planted, but I don't know if they're going to get through this or not. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. But I'm grateful for what I got. I bought everything on sale at the end of the season, so these were last minute purchases. And they're starting up early because, you know, these are supposed to come like a month or two after the tulips, but they don't care. They're getting started with their foliage. My first nasturtium flower. It's a beautiful butter yellow. Last year all I got was orange. This year I got this beautiful butter yellow. There will be more. You might have saw a video. I planted wildflowers here, so I'm trying to keep the moisture in so I can actually get some wildflowers. I'm hoping that goes well. This ranunculus is doing better than all of my other ranunculus. I have some planted high. I got them planted in good soil. This is planted in my old broken up soil that hasn't been anything done to it, and it is huge. Okay, so that just goes to show maybe ranunculus don't like to be babied like that. It's over here growing with my leeks, and it's like turning tricks over here. We'll see how it goes. Now, over here, where I piled up all the best soil, put all the fertilizer and everything, I can't even hardly see a ranunculus. And this is all planted with anemone and ranunculus. I'm assuming that this spot is cooler, so it's not warm enough yet to push the growth, because if I look close, I can see little dots of growth, but nothing major in there. Like, see, you can see little dots of ranunculus and anemone, but they're very small. They're just getting started, and I think if you want to push them, you put them in a place with a whole lot of sunlight where it's nice and warm, and they will grow faster. But if you put them in a place where it's a little bit cooler, they take longer. Okay, so there it is. My first set of tulips coming up. I didn't even think these tulips were any good, so I put them in this pot, and obviously they were good because they came up. If something looks like it might not be good, I don't put it with my other tulips, because I don't want to, you know, contaminate my good stock. But these are coming up nice and healthy. Now, there's no flowers yet on my Easter basket, and that's good because Easter is 2 months away. But this is full of flowers. It's got freesia. These are freesia. This is barley. I use Burbank Hollis barley. This is a sweet pea. This is wormwood. That's my go-to plant for anything. It's always reliable for me. This is a beautiful plant. I don't know what it is because I tried some new bulbs this year, and this is one of the new bulbs I tried. It's either a South African furry bulb, or it's a South African form of iris that grows in tropical zones. We'll see together. And I think that's everything that I can point out that's blooming. My cyclamen is still blooming, but it looks like it's, you know, we got a little bit too much water for it, and it might be a little cool for it out here, but it's still blooming. I have one in the house, and that one's doing great. I'll just walk you over to the next one. Okay, I think this cyclamen here can take a little bit cooler weather. And you see it has white on it, and then it has a white leaf. I bought this one, and then after I bought it, I went back to Home Depot to buy another one, and I missed it. I wish I had gotten two, but since I only got one, I'll just have to be patient. Here's another one of my unknown bulbs. This is freesias. I grow freesias all the time. And this is another one of the unknown bulbs. I got two different unknown bulbs. Well, I mean, I know what they are once they flower, but I don't know which one is the iris and which one is that exotic bulb, and I won't know that until they bloom. And this is barley. I use Burbank Hollis barley, yeah, so I can eat it and, you know, make some barley soup if I get so lucky. And I'm looking down there, and there's another bulb coming up. That might be a muscari. Looks like there's some bulbs coming up there. Oh, you guys, these are probably jonquils. Yeah, and oh my goodness, if you look, I think that's a tulip. Yeah, that's definitely a tulip in the background with the jonquils. So this, again, you guys, my microclimates are so diverse that putting one pot on one side of the table, on one side of the door, and one pot on the other side of the door, they're in two different climates. So in this one, oh my goodness, this tulip is right here in my face, and I didn't even know it, okay? There it is. So this one is warm enough where the tulips and the jonquils are coming up. Whereas the other one, yeah, everything's coming up in this one. Whereas the other pot, you know, it looks like it's going to be a week or two later. So that'll be fun.